Now, it's the perennial R&D challenge, how to turn research findings into things that producers can and do pick up to be more productive. Practical, timely information tailored to their own situations is the key. That's exactly what happens at an Edge Network workshop. Jane Drinkwater sat in on a recent one about grazing land management to see this structured training in action.
2 hours off the bitumen in northwest WA, Kalyida Station doesn't get many visitors, but today a dozen people have gathered here for the final instalment of a grazing land management workshop. The Edge Network course provides practical information on utilising pasture to its full potential. But less than a decade ago, information like this, tailored to the needs of local graziers, wasn't easy to access.
There were a number of us in Northern Australia concerned that the beef industry wasn't taking up some of the research, development and extension messages that we were putting out.
With information on grazing land management originally difficult to access and scattered across a number of documents, DPI, CSIRO and MLA came together to devise a solution. They started by asking producers what information they wanted.
They gave us answers that we could put into 25 different outcomes that they wanted in that sort of package. And there are things like how do I know what sort of pastures I need? How to identify pastures? What sort of grazing system suits my place? Should I be using fire? If I want to control my weeds, how should I do that? Or what zone pastures suit my place best? So all those outcomes were put into the package.
It's not one size fits all. With 19 versions of the course, the material is customised for each local region, and it tailors strategies to each producer's land type and pasture condition.
Both to land condition and to diet quality.
You can sort of get a bit of a time frame on how long it's going to take before you get a result, and you can quantify, what the gain to your production is going to be.
It allows you to sort of think about how the productivity can increase. You might think you're at peak productivity, but you might realise that if I put something here, I can put another couple hundred head here, and that's going to really benefit in the end, yeah.
Improving land condition focuses on increasing native perennial grasses, evening out grazing pressure, and reducing weeds, erosion and unpalatable forage.
So we have output from a grass growth model that shows potentially how much pasture would grow for each land type within a region, and we can use that then to determine the long-term carrying capacities of the different land types at a regional scale.
With improved land condition comes greater carrying capacity.
For example, if that paddock is currently only able to run 100 breeders, they might be able to double that carrying capacity and take it up to 200 breeders. That has a big impact on the bottom line.
The lessons these guys are learning on ways to improve their soil health and pasture condition will give them lifelong tools to help increase the capacity and sustainability of their enterprises.
And I had one landholder came to a workshop and made a comment at the end of it, like, I didn't realise before I could get more out of improving my country and improving my land condition than any other single management factor.
Megan and Terry Dunn from Central Queensland attended a local grazing land management workshop in 2006 to address shortfalls in their grazing enterprise.
Well, the pastures have been utilised too much in some areas, as in overgrazed in some areas, and not utilised in others.
As a result of the workshop, the Dunns installed additional water points, implemented a minimal outlay system of wet season spelling, and now use strategic burning to enhance native pasture and reduce wiregrass.
Well, I think we have spent a fair bit of time trying to improve our water infrastructure to get that evenness of grazing. So I really feel that our ground cover has improved quite a bit, and with that we've got better feed for our cattle, but also probably a little bit less erosion.
MLA sees the provision of hands-on training as an important part of building the industry.
So to support producers with their decision-making and also adoption of research and development outputs, MLA packages a number of learning opportunities for producers. We do this through publications. We also have the website and a number of producer forums that we deliver. But we also develop a number of structured learning opportunities in the form of workshops and training for producers. The advantage of this is that it's done in small groups with a skilled facilitator, and it's also tailored to the region that it's delivered in.
Well, the advantages for us of going to a workshop was being able to share information with people, being able to get information firsthand. If you want some specific information, you can ask questions in that workshop environment and really get that information that you're looking for.
Improved land condition can benefit your operation, both now and well into the future.
Sometimes you need to take a step away from the everyday things to plan and track where you want to go to so that you can move forward and be the sort of business that you want to be in 10 years' time.